verses uh, 25 through 33. After exploring the land for 40 days, the men returned to Moses, Aaron, and the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the wilderness of Paran. They reported to the whole community what they had seen and showed them the fruit they had taken from the land. This was their report to Moses. We entered the land you sent us to explore, and it is indeed a bountiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey. Here is the kind of fruit it produces. But the people living there are powerful, and their towns are large and fortified. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. The Amalekites live in the Negev, and the Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country. The Canaanites live along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and along the Jordan Valley. But Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. Let's go at once to take the land, he said. We can certainly conquer it. But the other men who had explored the land with him disagreed. We can't go up against them. They are stronger than we are. So they spread this bad report about the land among the Israelites. The land we traveled through and explored will devour anyone who goes to live there. All the people we saw were huge. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers, and that's what they felt. And that's what they thought too. So, um, how many times have we allowed giants in our lives to keep us from the blessings that um, God has promised and intended for us to have? You know, I view the giants in this scripture as fears. We allow our fears or even our circumstances to get in the way of going forward in our faith with God to obtain what He wants us to have. And the thing that we must remember, like Caleb did, is that when God is on our side, nothing can go against us. We can achieve the blessings that He has for us if we just follow Him in faith and obedience. But unfortunately, like all the other men that went into the promised land to spy it out, they didn't see um, that all they had to do was just go in and take a hold of their promised land. They allowed the troubles of this world, what they saw, to be more powerful than God, which is a mistake in itself because there is nothing more powerful than the Almighty Creator. Um, if God can create everything just by the word of His mouth, then we should realize and completely understand that whatever He tells us that He can do for us, He will do for us. But He's only going to do it if we have total obedience and faith to Him. And of course, the Israelites didn't. Only one other man agreed with Caleb, and that was Joshua. Both men knew that this was God's promise for them, and they knew that if they would just go in and do as God said, that giants would be nothing to them. and they would have the blessings they had. And that's kind of the sad part because they brought back and reported everything that God had said was there. You know, the land was bountiful. I mean, they brought back a thing of grapes that it took 2 men to carry. They were so large. Um, but like uh, like our sinful nature and pride and fear allows, um, often does, we allow it to run our lives instead of the promise that God has given us. Um, so, in short, we tend to live by fear and not by faith. And when we do that, we're always going to lose. So, with that, I love you guys. You have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.